Read a smile behind my mask. How long will it last? Stimulus going fast. Government won't act. How long will this be going on? Aloha, this is Skye, your soulful progressive with FNN, Feminist News Network, that feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Skye in the Avapui room, giving you that soulful news you need. Yes, indeed. And if you haven't told a friend to like or subscribe and get that soulful news that soulful way, well, you better let them know you can get those holly jollies on that progressive news today. Now, what is it I want to talk about? What is really going on? The stimulus package is not a hero's act at all, but it is an elitist, aggressive, dictatorship, authoritarian package of a deal. And why is that? Let me break it down to you. Let me break this whole thing down to you. Let's take a listen of what the package has and what it should have when we get back. All right.
Could receive up to $1.7 billion to help people in need if Hawaii sees that amount of money. More than $700 million will be for direct cash payments to residents. $600 per person, and an extra $600 per child. $200 million each is earmarked for unemployment, rental assistance, and the Department of Education to pay teachers' salaries.
Congress voted Monday night to pass a $900 billion coronavirus relief package, the first new aid since April. The measure is part of a $2.3 trillion package that includes $1.4 trillion to fund the government. It's one of the largest relief packages in U.S. history. The legislation includes a $300 per week federal unemployment assistance for 11 weeks, a round of $600 stimulus checks for people who earn up to $75,000 with another $600 per child, more money for schools and hospitals, and an extension of an eviction moratorium. It also includes $284 billion for another round of small business aid through the Paycheck Protection Program and money to purchase and distribute vaccines.
Now, you heard it. I gave it to you. The info is out there. Everybody knows. $600, craziness. At least Bernie and Haley fought for more till the last day that this bill was on the floor. But he eventually voted it in. And so did the squad, my friend. Now, what is this saying about that squad? That squad ain't no damn squad, and it ain't worth a damn. If they're not filibustering, putting on their underalls to stay up all night to fight for us, they need to be primaried already, because they're not doing the worthy fight. Now, if Cori Bush and this Joaquin has gotten into office and they've been told by the elites to stand ground and keep their place, apparently, because now they're making over $100,000 a year and they're not the poor people that they claim they were. So they're not listening, they're not paying attention, and they're not giving us what we need. No local, no state money, budgets and school systems and austerity measures will be happening in every state coming soon. 1 month of moratorium on evictions, eviction catastrophe and avalanche will still be happening. This needed to be a 4-month measure. We needed to do like Japan is doing, and instead of paid protection, we needed to do a paid guarantee to cover everybody's jobs. Those that are lost and those that are struggling, working part-time on what used to be a full-time job. Now, we know that this ain't enough. We know that those women and those men in that House and Senate legislature should have been fighting for Medicare for all, forcing that floor vote on Pelosi to not let her in as leadership again. in regards to this vote. Now, we know historically, because some of you naysayers out there in regard to hashtag forced to vote, know that when they pushed for the civil rights measure, it was 63 passed and 64. When they pushed for the Women's Voting Act, it was 1919 pushed and then made a bill into 1920. Now, that squad is a squash, is what they are. A major disappointment. Everybody in the Senate and the House needs to be primaried and redone. This whole governmental system needs to be restructured and refocused, because nobody forced the vote. They needed to be forcing the vote for Medicare for all, but instead they were coming up with excuses, and Cory Bush and Joaquin didn't say a damn thing at all, because they know that's what they ran on. And they know they're not going to really force it. It's like it's the ultimate lie to get in office that nobody never comes through with. Like it's okay. It's not okay. We're going to remember what you say, and we're going to put your feet to the fire, and you need to stand for something, people. And what you need to stand for is more on these checks. When they were fighting over this bill the whole summer long, and y'all were protesting and doing this and that, and they were squelching, and in some states the police are killing off the leaders of the protest movement. The other ones have disappeared and not been seen again. You need to keep protesting. You need to fight, and fight at the legislation level, and let those legislators know that you know how they vote. Because they're not voting for you, they're voting for the donors, they're voting for the corporations, they're helping the corporate monsters to gobble up the last of the American dream. You know what I mean. Now, if you agree with me that America has gone severely wrong, this has totally turned into a failed state, because they're not giving us what Japan is giving. We're not getting that protection guarantee. We're getting protection. That ain't protecting shit. People still dying. Only ones getting vaccines are the wealthy and the elites and a few show-offs. They're struggling over at Stanford because they're giving it to the administrative office that don't even see nobody, instead of giving it to the frontline workers. The regular people, you're not going to get no vaccine until about June, if you do get it. And they're saying they're going to make it for free, but there's always going to be the grifters out there charging you for it. You can take a COVID test now. They charging $250 for a test they probably paying about $20, $30 for. You see what I'm saying? Not double the price, not triple the price, but quadruple continuously on the prices. Our tax dollars aren't going toward us, it's going toward them. They're helping out these people and that people. They don't care if you're furloughed. They don't care if your state is going without. And more austerity measures and bad things will happen if we don't get a hold of this now and demand more from the people we put in office that are taking care and holding our tax dollars. They need to give it back during this time. There needs to be a CCC infrastructure program to put people back into jobs. Biden is just talking lip. Until he actually does something, we need to see it. Now, if you agree with me, leave those comments below and let me know at FeministNewsN@gmail.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to that YouTube channel and that Facebook page. And remember, I'm that Soulful Progress 1 on Twitter. Got that rant of the day on Blogger. And I am that one woman team. Yes, indeed. All right. So, remember, like and subscribe. so you can get that progressive news every time. All right. So remember, in this era of hate, you're going to have to participate. Because if not, more draconian measures will be all over the place. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Peace. See the smile behind my mask. How long will it last? Stimulus going fast. Government won't act. How long will this be going on? I'm standing here in line, struggling with my time. The people just keep lying.